Hey, champion. How about we go for a ride?
You driving or am I driving? Oh wait, I have to say like a horse?
That's up to you.
I'll say like a horse.
Howdy, champion. Let's go for a ride.
Are you driving or am I? Are you riding or am I riding? Oh,
Driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here's the key. Make believe you're a machine gun. Go like this.
Me?
Yeah.
Because of what I?
No, just do that.
Because I'm actually a reporter. I just decided.
But now you're a graduating horse of Reporter Academy.
So we're in Bill Dougal's garage. Came to investigate and report him. That's not really what I wanted to say, but anyways, back it up. Okay, so we're here with Bill Dougal in his garage. I wanted to check out this.
Never met a real reporter before. I can tell by your hat. You're a real reporter.
Oh, definitely. I want to check this out. This portfolio is huge. What's in there?
These are some of the props that I use for my presentations. Some are educational, some are entertainment-wise. And they're all stacked in there. I picked out a few here to show you. This is one that's for one of my cowboy acts. Little scenery there. You see, take a hold of that horse there.
No problem.
Hey, champion. How about you and me go for a ride?
No way.
Have it your own way. Here's a picture of an old banjo. It could be a pan also. Astro.
Awesome.
Got any eggs on you? I can fry some
I
up.
had some eggs this morning.
Check your pockets.
So we're in Bill's studio.
Welcome to my messy studio.
Why do you make art?
Some people love to do it just because they're inspired and they want to hang something on a gallery wall. But I seem to make art for a purpose. Sometimes it's my own statement I want to make. Sometimes it's for hire, a illustration that'll help people sell their stuff. Or to do a caricature that will help people find a gift for Aunt Tilly.
I have an Aunt Tilly. You're known for caricatures.
Yeah, that's my specialty. I'm very busy doing caricatures. And I do it three ways. One is I do it as gifts. People can order on caricaturedrawing.net. They can upload a photograph and jump to PayPal, and I'll mail back the artwork. Number two is I do caricatures by the picture at fairs. And number three is I do for events. Sometimes it's a private event like a wedding or a reunion. Sometimes it's a business event like a client appreciation party or an employee appreciation party. Sometimes also for an illustration. In fact, my wife did a caricature illustration for Avery Sodas. She had the job of doing a caricature of Trump and Hillary for some novelty sodas that they created.
So you mentioned illustrations. Who do you do them for?
Well, I do them for advertising. Here's something I did. And before I did that, I did a preliminary sketch. And after I did that, I realized I had to improve the hand. So I did a little research and tried drawing the hand different ways and patched it in with a piece of tracing paper. And I think I did some corrections here in color so I would know which lines to trace when I put it on the light box to do the final. Here's a book I published for myself that's related to a video, Cowboy Billy's Hat Full of Fun. And here's a book I did, Fish Song Fun. These books are for kids, and I love doing them. And here's a book for an author named Fred Neff, and his book was about a tow truck that did amazing things. And this book was about some little girls who get turned into canned hams. I hate it when that happens, don't you?
That's really great. So prolific. How do you describe your style?
Well, it's all...
Do that one more time. How do you describe your style? Yeah, how do you describe your style? How would you describe your style? So how would you describe your style?
Well, it's all based on line. This is based on line work, but it's finished in Photoshop coloring, which gives it a nice bold, solid color. Sometimes there's some gradations. And more often it's finished with watercolor.
And so you have videos as well.
Yep, I've got quite a stack here. The OK Corral, character values for kids.
Oh, howdy! I didn't see you out there.
Fast Draw Fun, which teaches kids how to draw things made out of shapes, and how to take those things that you draw and turn them into other things. I turned the fish into a fisherman. I turned eyeglasses into mice kissing, and turned the shoe into a man yelling. So it's about humor, it's about creative thinking, it's about problem solving. I get kids to think of connections between disparate elements and have some fun. Now, this is the documentary of Billy and the Buttons, my old rock band.
So this is a different audience.
Yep, the pun rock band from the 80s. And this is our video collection.
How did you get started with video?
Well, yeah, back in the very early 80s, I took some of these Billy and the Buttons songs because they all had concepts and a bit of humor, and I decided I wanted to make videos out of them. So I storyboarded them and got some people to do the tech on the videos. There's a whole hour's worth of videos on there. And one of the first ones was a video called Try It, You'll Like It. And we actually rented some time from CPTV to use their green screen.
What do you need? A kick in the head. Try it, you'll like it. It ain't against the law. Try it, you'll like it. Won't tell your ma and pa. Try it, you'll like it. Come on and take my dare. Try it, you'll like it.
So even though Billy and the Buttons is old news, I recently dug up an old song that I had written back then. We had no music video to, and I did a cartoon style music video for it.
I wanna make the Plymouth Rock, so God my own well.
Who does the editing and animation for your videos?
In this case, I had Suzanne La Tulipe do that for me. She did a great job bringing my artwork to life. I storyboard everything out and do the artwork, but she can make my artwork come to life and move.
So what's the latest?
Cowboy Billy's Hat Full of Fun! And that's a variety show, cowboy style for kids. So that project is sort of an outgrowth of the OK Corral video. I've got 7 half-hour episodes ready for broadcast.
Oh. So there's some segments on there. One of them is Pickle Face Pete.
Yeah, Pickle Face Pete is sort of a little moral tale about a bully and how he bullied this guy called Puny Paul.
You'd ever meet. Ooh, he was a bad one. You know he'd like to make fun. When Pickleface comes, all the good folks run.
Okay, so these boxes here are artwork that was used in the videos. I've got some illustrations for the Tall Tale song. So here's the setting, this kitchen. There's the cookies up on top of the counter there. There's the guy growing, and finally he burst through the ceiling.
To a guy who's tired of being small, took a pill and he grew real tall. The kid was that tall, no that tall, no that tall, well maybe not.
And Sitting on Top of My Horse.
Oh, yeah, and that song, I did artwork that was scanned and used in the editing process, but I also did artwork that was big props that people used. So sometimes the artwork ends up as backdrops, sometimes it ends up as props, sometimes it's artwork that's flat, is scanned, and moved around in the editing process. Here's the two characters, Rough and Ready. They're missing their arms, and they were done on another piece of paper, and they were scanned in separately so that they could be animated.
Are you ready? I'm ready. Get rough. I'll get rough if you get ready. I am ready. Rough. Are you ready? No, I'm rough. Get ready. I am ready.
Great. How did you get all this material?
Well, it started with the hour-long show I had called Cowboy Billy, which I've been doing for 20 years here and there at libraries and parties. And I extended that new material in the new show. So here's a drawing that was in the video Spooky Wooky Ghost Town. It has a sort of arty, sketchy feel. I did this with charcoal. There's where Cowboy Billy discovers the ghost.
Then I come upon the strangest town
I didn't see any people around. Seemed like a ghost town. Spooky wooky ghost town.
There's a video called Moo Cow Blues. Just seen the cowboy's lonely at his table. Here's a preliminary sketch that I had out of that. I did this drawing first. In fact, I planned out all these lines with a ruler to get them all straight. And then when I traced them freehand, but they benefited by all this planning here, even though the final has a loose feel to it.
There's no place in this cow town for a cow like me. No cow wants to chow down with a cow like me. Moo, moo, moo. I've got those moo cow blues.
So, why are you so interested in cowboys?
I was interested in cowboys since I was a real little kid. Knee-high to a prairie dog, I was. Yeah. When I was a little kid, I was very interested in art and very interested in cowboys. I don't know, I just like the imagery of it. I wouldn't really want to be a cowboy. That's a tough life. I wouldn't want to ride a horse, that's dangerous. But I just like the imagery of cowboys. And I call upon that when I make these productions.
I was born way out west, West Connecticut, I confess.
So you're up for doing some artwork?
Definitely.
I thought so. So when I go to illustrate a song, I pick a song. This one is Ooey Gooey. I illustrated one picture for it because it's in a book. But if I did a music video of this, I would be illustrating every line, or maybe every half a line. Now here's the line you're going to illustrate. It says, if you're in the art room using glue and the cap comes off, it'll spill on you. Now you decide how you're going to illustrate that. Okay, and I'm going to illustrate the one about going to the library.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, so my line is go to the library if you're wondering. Get a dictionary and start looking. So I'm going to draw a kid in the library. So I'm going to deal with tracing paper first. Say kid in the library. Okay, so I get to design who that kid is, what he looks like. This is just my preliminary. We'll see how it goes. I don't mind making mistakes at this stage.
Ooh, gooey, 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 gooey. Ooh, gooey, 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 gooey. Gooey, gooey.
Here's my fancy paper. There it is. Turn on the light box.
Where did it come from, this funny phrase? Sounds sorta dumb and it sounds sorta crazy. I don't care if it means a thing, 'cause it's so much fun to sing.
Oh, there's my brushes. There's my palette. There's my palette.
Ooh, gooey. Ooh, gooey.
Go to the library if you're wondering. Get a dictionary and start looking.
Okay, I think that's done.
If you're in the art room using glue and the cap comes off, it'll spill on you. I reached for the shampoo on the top shelf. It slipped and it dripped all over myself. Ooey gooey. Ooey gooey. Ooey gooey. Ooey gooey. Ooey gooey 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 gooey. Ooey gooey 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 gooey. Gooey gooey day.
Ta-da.
Okay, so these illustrations could be...
Just do one more. Like,
Yep.
Johnny Wahlberg's greatest hits. Bam.
Okay, now these pictures could be in a music video for the song Ooey Gooey. Ooh, I like that, Devin. Glue. Oh, ooey gluey.
And then is there any kind of cap
No,
you want to put on this, or
the cap came off.
And scene.
Ooey gooey? Where did it come from, this funny phrase? Sounds sorta dumb and it sounds sorta crazy. I don't care if it means a thing, 'cause it's so much fun to sing.
Here, look in there and see if this works. Let's see. I'll ride this, you ride that. Let's just ride in circles.
All right. I'm not a horse.
Double this.